everyone. Matty May 25 here, and basically, as you see right here, is I went ahead and put together right here is a picture right here, and along with top of safe for word problems, and of course, it has some use for like subject country. And I was thinking about that while I was drawing the sketch right down below is to where that you have right here is an example right here of a sketch. And the way I think about it, though is that knowing I'll go ahead and zoom in right here. Go ahead and right here, zoom in, and then from here, and like have right here is a like a sketch right here. Like I would ahead and include right here is like a sketch right here is like a the White House right here. But other than that, like talk about right here is that you have right here is I would hint you right here is like this picture right here is to where I went ahead and worked this right here to where this was right here as an example right here of me, and this would have been right here was me, back in 1987, and talk about right here for like birthdays to where that yeah, I could probably say I can barely remember this time, but you have right here is the birthday cake. I'm sure anybody will more likely say to where that especially on their fourth birthday to where that that they remember like blowing out the candles and maybe something that they wish for and thinking it. I'm like maybe if it's a comic book or maybe if it's a any other type of birthday present, but a lot of times kids will probably wonder to where that. I'm like, really, do you know what $40,400 is? I'm like 40,400. Do the math multiplications right here, and like wondering to where I'm like, huh? But knowing that back those couple of years ago to where that amount of money, which I'm sure that if any kids have ever seen it before, to where they're like, maybe some of that stuff that they can buy with that kind of money, that more likely to where that, yeah, that, yeah, it's, if you want to go out and buy a bicycle or a computer with it, but let's just say on average to where that, this kind of reminds me of the game of Monopoly to where that I'm sure most of us here have played the game of Monopoly to where that talking about is like to where if you were like collect a certain amount of money such as a few like $100 or maybe if it's $1,000 or something like that. But talk about right here is like to say for the future though is it talk about I'll go ahead and say right here for you by 2016 is to where I'm like yeah that I was thinking about by the year 2018 or so, but I'll just say by 2016 to where that I'm like yeah that for if this was right here was me and thinking that before that I had all those bills and stuff like that as I come to my address to where this would have been me right here on my fourth birthday, and this would have like been like right here what I would look like, and thinking about me back whenever I was 4 that really was I able to draw this kind of detail right here with looking at no pictures, and some of it that may not look all that correct, such as like say for the White House, as you have right here is like a little garden area, and then right here will be say example right here of the White House, and wondering to where I'm like yeah that this kind of reminds me of from whenever that I went ahead and was at work doing some work on paint to where that you have right here are these like example right here for the White House, and like I mentioned before to where I did a lot of that stuff on paint to where I would actually draw the White House. You have right here's the American flag, and then right here are the examples, these trees right here. So it's like wondering, and then you have right here is a like the president on it's like on a horse, and then you have right here is the president right here with the mustache, and I'm like yeah, don't know exactly who the president to be by back in the next 4 or 5 years or so. It's like could be man or woman, but on your hand that and some details right here of like say if it's the government offices or Washington offices, stuff like that. So like wondering to where that a couple of times that you may have seen it on movies and on video games, and like wondering to where the White House it looks kind of like a small building, or but they say that oh well it's whenever you get older more like chance of arranging it to where you can go there and meet the president, but you have right here example right here of like a sketch of the White House that I would do right here with pen, and like knowing that yeah this type of stuff that I used to be able to do on Word and be able to do on Microsoft but paint, it's like on paint. But I'm like, yeah. That then later on, I had gotten some practice with Word. But you see right here is that I put together right here is like a mathematical type problem right here to where like a math right here. Matthew, needs money for his savings during the 1987, and then he didn't know what this was. During that time, 25 years ago, he had the struggle counting, and plus much how much is for 44,000 488 hours. So I like wondering to where that back then to where that I'm like yeah that what grants were. I'm like, is all that stuff could be found and from a birthday cake, and like make a wish. It's like, really, you make a wish and thinking about if anybody around that age more likely will be thinking about college necessarily. Thinking about opening up a business or after you graduate, what your plans are. But you see right here is like right here will be a birthday picture, and let's just say that like I mentioned before, to where it by July 18th of 2018, by 8 a.m. is thinking about I'm like thinking that necessarily to where to be able to graduate and then possibly you earn my degree and such studies. But the way I think about it, though, is that's basically what it means is to where that I'm like, yeah, that for 44 for 40,400 or so dollars, and I can remember that at the stores, at the grocery stores, to where I can remember getting a lottery, getting a scratch off, from the machine, because somebody would put money in there, and like wondering to where that I'm like, yeah, if you want some money. I kept thinking about if anybody were to play the game of Monopoly, and thinking necessarily to where that if they were to try to win any amount of money, and thinking about necessarily to where I'm like, really, about how much money do you think that you would be able to win? But let's just say that guy right here is like the gold type color. I'll go ahead and right here. I'm like, I got it there. Yeah, it's got the black. But anyway, just showing right here. I'm like, go ahead and see here. Add up yellow right there. But anyway, but you got right here is thinking about I'm like yeah, when we're younger and thinking about yeah, okay, whatever this means, whatever that means. But let's just say if this was like a word problem right here, to where I'm sure most of us whenever they were young in math class, especially if it would have been like maybe in the 5th grade or so, and thinking that I'm like yeah, okay, whatever this means here. I'm like, okay, how much money do you need? Or how much is 44,488 hours equal to? And like wondering, I don't know, 5 years. But let's just say that, yeah, let's just say on average to where, going right here with the paintbrush, go and say 5 years. So if anybody thinking that, I'm like, really? Really? Have you done the calculation? No, I haven't. But on the other hand, let's just say that that's how much it's equal to about 5 years. Thinking about, yep, up to $40,400, and worrying that like on a game of Monopoly, to where you say the thing about me, like if I would have got maybe a Monopoly game maybe for my birthday, and thinking about exactly about the experience to where what's it like to be able to go ahead and count the money yourself and make the money yourself, and worrying to where most kids will probably say, oh, you're not going to make it. You're not going to get there. Yeah, it's too complicated. But let's just say that if we were to be surprised about maybe about the if we were to give it 4 days or so, maybe a full week to maybe a year, and then maybe that we may be surprised by comp. But there are some things that maybe we can't do ourselves either. But let's just say on average to where if this was right here was me right here, like for 40,400, and thinking about during that time that I did not know what that was like. Yeah, number 4 right here on the birthday cake, but if we were to add up maybe a few decimals, just like a few equal signs or something like that, and like wondering, what's that? You got right here is the party cup. It's like, it's like with the drinks and stuff like that. They're at the party along with the birthday cake. But really, that thinking about necessarily to where what all it includes like with the birthday present. But other than that, the top right here is like from AMA 25, and thanks for watching.